Have you ever been in a conversation and you've said something and the other person hasn't exactly responded in the way you thought they would?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Of course you have, all the time. And that's what we're going to talk about today on this episode of Taking Your Dominion, the weekly discussion about on earth as it is in heaven and our role in making that happen. To begin, we're going to use this passage of Scripture. You hypocrite! First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Yeah, we went from a slight miscommunication to you hypocrite.
Hypocrite.
But there is a tie-in. Earlier in this chapter, which is Matthew chapter 7, Jesus starts with this. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. And then he talks about, why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and miss the plank in your own eye? What does this have to do with communication? Well, it has everything to do with communication. And here's why. There are several lies present in communication at all times. One is that everybody is saying exactly what they want to say and mean to say. Let that sink in. No one is saying exactly what they mean to say, exactly the way they say it. Some are better than others. But let's just be honest. How many times have you ever said exactly what you want to say, the exact way you want to say it?
What I meant to say was
Maybe some of the time, but all of the time? Yeah, that's lie number one. Lie number two is that we know exactly what the other person is saying, because we know that they're saying it exactly the way they want to say it, but we know exactly what they mean by what they're saying, despite what they actually said. That's called jumping to conclusions. Ever done that? That's another lie, that we understand what they're saying, what it is they're talking about, what it is they're thinking, and why they chose those words to say it that way. We don't. We don't understand. And one of the main reasons we don't understand that is we don't look at the plank in our own eye, and that's where the word hypocrite comes in. The realization I want us all to have is that in most communication, we think we're perfect and they are flawed. The other 99% of our life, we know that we're flawed, and we're trying not to let anybody see that. We're trying to hide behind a mask of perfection because all day long, every day, signals in our life, things that are going on in our own mind, flaws that we know about ourselves, mistakes that we make, decisions that we want to do one thing but then we do the other. These are floating around and we just don't want anyone else to know about them. We're walking around with a mask. And that's what hypocrisy means. It comes from the Greek word that originally meant actor, because the Greek actors all acted behind masks. One of the definitions of the word is this: an interpreter from underneath. From underneath a mask, the actor would interpret what it was they wanted the audience to know or think. So they would make up whatever they needed to do that. That's called acting.
Acting.
Yes, acting.
The great Oz has spoken. Oh, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
This is the root of our word hypocrite, which means to pretend, put on a show, to pretend that what's really going on isn't going on. And that's what we do when we communicate this way. Hey, quick interruption to remind you to hit the like and subscribe button, help grow this channel, help spread the word, share the videos as well. Also a reminder about Finding Your Dominion, my online course, a deep dive into your identity and your purpose as outlined through Scripture, Bible study, and a bunch of other bonus features throughout that course. Hope you'll check all that out. Hit those buttons. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of the video. Let's just jump through all this and just get to the end. What this entire verse is talking about, or this set of verses, is stop, pause, think. First of all, about yourself. Did you just say everything perfectly? Of course not. Allow for the fact that there's probably some error one way or another. Take a moment, give the other person a benefit of the doubt. Give yourself a benefit of the doubt. Slow down. Look at the potential plank in your own eye. Is there something you said that could have been interpreted in another way, a different way? Are there missing pieces in what you said? Are there things you said that weren't 100% clear? Absolutely. Slow down. Take a moment. What is going on between you and them that you're in control of? You're only in control of you, what you say, what you interpret, what you respond to, and how you respond. This passage of Scripture is largely about that. It's about being self-aware. It's about being self-humble. It's about meeting people in the middle, which again is all about relationship, all about communication. I say something, you say something back. We decide together and we work together to get to the truth, to get to the bottom line, to get to whatever it is we're both trying to communicate. We both want to communicate. We both hope we will clarify as we communicate more and more. So think about that. The next time you're talking to somebody and you say something and their response is not exactly what you thought it would be. What? Maybe it's something you did. In fact, it's probably something you did. I hope this has been a helpful episode of Taking Your Dominion, the weekly discussion about on earth as it is in heaven and our role in making that happen, our role in talking about making that happen and helping to make that happen through communication. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.